Once upon a time, in a far, far away land, there lived a handsome, charming king in his big castle. One fine day, the king was making his rounds around his kingdom. The king visits a cottage. The cottage belongs to Lisa's parents. The king was lured by the smell of freshly baked apple pie. Lisa's parents praised Lisa in an attempt to make the king marry their daughter. They tell the king that she bakes the best pies in the world. To impress the king further, they also tell the king that Lisa can spin straw into gold. The king brings her to his palace and asks her to turn straw into gold. If she fails, she will be beheaded. Lisa sits. Then she hears scratching noise. A strange little man appears and promises to spin the straw into gold in exchange of her necklace. The king was impressed and takes her to another bigger room filled with straw. The king asks her to turn the straw into gold. If she fails, she will be beheaded. That night, the strange little man appeared again and promises to spin the straw into gold in exchange for her ring. The king was impressed and take her to another bigger room filled with straw. Lisa has nothing else to offer to the little man. Her parents advise her to give whatever he asks for. That night, when the strange little man appeared, she promises her firstborn child. When morning came, the king entered the room and marveled at all the gold. He was finally satisfied with how much he had. This time, the king promises to marry her, and he did. A year passed. Lisa is the queen and she has a baby. The strange little man suddenly appears and reminds her of her promise. Lisa pleaded to the little man not to take her baby away, as she is willing to give him all her money. The little man refuses, but finally agrees to give her 3 days to guess his name. She fails to guess his name on the first day and on the second day. Lisa's parents follow the little man and find out his name in the dark wood. On the third day, the little man comes to the nursery. Lisa guesses his name as Rumpelstiltskin. The little strange man gets very angry and stamps his feet hard on the floor and disappears in a puff of smoke. Lisa laughs happily and dances and prances all her way out of the room. Lisa's baby is now safe, and she loves her baby even more as she had so nearly losing her precious. Lisa's parents promises that they will never ever boast again. The handsome king, beautiful Lisa, lived happily ever after. The end.